this is my first video as part of Style Haul, which I'm really excited about. It's going to open so many opportunities for me, and it's a good way to sort of keep up with the network and stuff. So I'm really glad that I've been recognised as a YouTuber as well as just being a blogger, and I'm really grateful for Style Haul for having me. And yeah, I'm going to get on with my video. This is my first empties I've done. I wanted to do empties before, but I'm quite a hoarder, so when it comes to buying products, I tend to buy in bulk and then I never use products to the end. Like, if a product's like half empty, I will always keep it. I will never ever ever throw it away. I'm just a nightmare, and I've got like shampoos and conditioners stacked up in my cupboard that are probably like, I have about 6 that I use at the moment because I use them like into intervals because I just cannot face getting rid of them. Some of the products that I was going to feature I accidentally threw away the other day, so I have about 8 products ranging across beauty and hair care and makeup and things like that. So I'm going to get cracking and show you what I have. The first product is the Pantene Aqualight. This is the shampoo. I threw the conditioner away. The Aqualight range I first saw on Zoella's channel about maybe a year ago. Probably about a year ago, and she recommended it for thick hair because it makes your hair feel a lot like more weightless. So I thought I'd try it out because I've got quite a lot of hair. It's not thick, it's just a lot of it. It's quite fine. So I thought I'd give these a try, see what I think of them. This has actually got the teeniest tiniest little bit in the bottom at the moment, but I thought that kind of justified being an empty because it's got about one more. Okay, I don't even think it's got one more use left in it. But I really love this product. They smell really good. Pantene's quite cheap. You can pick it up for about £4 or £5 for both in some occasions, depending where you buy it. I know Tesco's often do these on offer. So this is a really worthwhile product. I'm quite glad I bought this. I would probably reach for it again if it's there, but I wouldn't jump at the chance. Like, I would reach for it, but I wouldn't say I'd go out of my way to get it. Next product is Tesco's nail polish remover. This has been the bane of my life, quite literally. It isn't amazing. It's Tesco's own. I mean, it wasn't never going to be amazing. It's quite a standard nail polish remover. It's nothing fancy. It does the job. It's just a nail polish remover. I've got my Sally Hansen one that I use more regularly, which is moisturising and it strengthens nails, which I find a lot better. This is just sort of my standard nail polish remover. I think I only bought this because I needed to soak some acrylics off, but yeah, I wouldn't reach for this one again. The next product I have is Rimmel's Stay Matte foundation, which I have actually got a review going up on my blog in a couple of weeks. I mean, I've written it, but I haven't had the time to actually post it, so it's going up in a couple of weeks. But it's natural beige, which is my skin tone, which looks a lot paler on camera for some reason today. But this I was recommended to by someone about 3 or 4 years ago. I never really got around to buying it because I was such a holy grail with my natural collection, which I now don't really use that much. So I thought I'd give it a try, and I absolutely love it. It's so cheap. Because it's obviously a liquid foundation, it glides on the skin so much easier. It's not clumpy. It comes out literally like a liquid foundation. Matte foundations normally come out quite thick, but this one's really perfect. I love it to bits. The only problem with it is that it doesn't last very long, and when you get to the bottom, like, I can still feel little bits inside this tube that I just physically can't get out. That's the only thing I'd hesitate about. This would have been my absolute go-to foundation, but I've recently discovered Match Perfection, which I prefer a lot more. So this is probably taking a back seat now, but I do really love it still. Next I have some deodorant, always classy. This is the Dry Confident Nivea. I don't really have a preference when I reach for deodorants, in all honesty. I pick up whatever I fancy on that time. It doesn't have to be one that I've heard of before or that's been raved before. I literally just pick up anything. Most of the time it's the cheapest one that's on offer that's a good brand, but this one is really, really good. I love the smell of it. It smells quite orangey, and I think that's the point because there's like an orange kind of picture on the front of it. I don't know if it's meant to look like an orange, but it looks like an orange. It does say 48 hours gentle care, which I'm guessing doesn't allow for sport, because I have used this when I've been on runs and obviously it hasn't completely kept me protected. I mean, I don't smell, but I still get sweaty, so that's never a good sign. But I do find that it's really good for just everyday use if it's hot and whatever. It is dry confident, so obviously that's what it's supposed to do. Just do not use it for sweating. That's not recommended. Next product, I have 4 more for you. The next one is Batiste Dry Shampoo. This is the lace one, which is an instant hair refresh, banish oil and boost body. This is my favourite Batiste. I know they come in like hundreds of different ranges, like they have banishing ones, volumey ones, so many. This is my favourite. I find that the banish oil ones work better. I'm not sure if there's a preference for that, but I find them to be a lot nicer and easier on the hair. I also find that they don't make my hair go really dry, like the patches of white. I found that with other Batistes, especially the brown haired one, which I'm really shocked by, but this one doesn't really make my hair go very white unless I'm starting to use it properly. But I really like it. They retail at about £4. This is quite a big one. It just smells really florally. I'm not sure why it's called lace, but I think that's maybe just a branding thing, but I really like this one. Next is Gosh Primer. This has lasted me an absolute lifetime. I got this for Christmas a couple of years ago from someone, and it honestly is the best primer. It does a tiny bit go a bit like bobbly on your face if you put your foundation on too quick afterwards, but other than that it's a perfect primer. I mean, it's quite a big tube. I think I struggled to use this up. Like, I never really used to use primer until recently, so I've always just sort of had it in the back of my mind, but recently it's become quite a must-have in my makeup bag, should we say. So I've been using this quite a lot. I love it. It costs about £12, I think. It just says on it, it's a Velvet Touch Foundation. It's a Velvet Touch Foundation primer, so obviously just makes your skin softer. This is really good for if you're going on a night out and you want your makeup to stay on your face and look flawless. The next is the Saint-Tropez Step 1 Exfoliant. This has been my favourite exfoliator for getting tan off for as long as I can remember. I don't think I've ever actually really picked another one up. I just love this one. It comes out bright blue, which is one thing that I absolutely loved about it, because it's different and you can see like where you've applied it easier. I think these retail about, I'd say about £15 at least. I got this as an actual like part of a set at Christmas, so it came with a fake tan and it came with a moisturiser for afterwards, so I'm not really sure the exact price range. I think I would probably buy this again, although I'm really looking forward to trying the Soap and Glory scrub one, so I'm going to try that first. If that one's not really for me, then I'm definitely heading back to Saint-Tropez, although prices are a little much, so I might give it a miss, but it is a good product. And lastly is the Collection 2000 Skylash. This and the Skyscraper I think are exactly the same products. Like, I really don't think there's much difference between them. They're supposed to be a dupe of the Benefit They're Real. I honestly think it is. I don't think this is any different at all. This lengthens my lashes, which is supposed to, and gives definition. This does exactly what it says. Like, honestly, I can't fault it. It costs about £3, maybe £3.50. I got mine in the shade black because I don't really like brown or anything mascaras. I just love it. It's got the thin brush that you would expect to have. It's lengthening. It's just perfect. I do use it in conjunction with another mascara that's volumizing, but that one sort of changes a bit. But this one's really good on its own if you're having just a bit of a natural day and you don't really want to fuss with your lashes too much. It's also really easy to get off. It's not waterproof, so I don't know if it's cry proof, but I would say in the shower, if I'm going to sound so disgusting. Sometimes if I have been on a night out or something, I don't always wash my face completely before I go to bed. Like, I'll just get my main foundation and stuff off. I won't really bother out my eyes too much. And normally with this, if I get in the shower the next morning, I'm always guaranteed for it to come off with the steam of the shower. So I just give my eyes a quick rub and then obviously get out and do my routine. So this is really easy to get off. I find it quite hard to get off with makeup wipes, but I find most mascaras quite hard to get off with makeup wipes, so I'm not sure if that's a faux pas or what, but I really like this mascara and I think you should buy it.